In order for you to have something in life, you have to work hard for it. Nothing comes to you for free. And any money that you have will always come with attachments. At the same time, you do have a certain amount of protection around you when it comes to material things. You would make a great manager, organizer and planner. You can be very determined, headstrong and confident in your approach. At some point in your life you will have to get very clear about what you want from the universe. Once that happens, you will find yourself on your true path. You and only you know what's best for you, and no one can convince you otherwise. You've known this from a very early age. The key to your success is finding what it is you like to do and stick with it for the long haul. Every time you change your career or your work environment, you set yourself back on the progress you've made. You enjoy being around a lot of people, and you usually have a lot of acquaintances. Marriage or long-term relationships are a challenge for you, but as long as things don't become too stagnant, you should be fine. It's not that you don't want a good marriage, but you seem to lack the attention span that a long-term relationship requires. It's a lot of work for you. One of the things that will help you the most is to not bring any negative energy home from the outside world. Protect your home environment as if it's your sanctuary. If your relationship becomes challenging, turn your energy back towards work and everything will level out. You may be surprised to find that later on in life a lot of your dreams come true. You just may travel the world and experience the freedom you always wanted. Your mind is very keen and well equipped at dissecting anything related to philosophy, religion or spirituality. In fact, these subjects truly fascinate you. You possess a tremendous amount of intuition and should participate in exercises such as yoga, meditation, anything metaphysical. You're very connected to those realms, and it's here that you discover your faith. As far as your career goes, your interests are usually technical, metaphysical or scientific. You normally prefer to work alone, without any distractions, so you can see your projects through to the very end. You do spend a lot of time alone, and some prefer to sleep alone, even if they're married. There is something about sharing a bed with someone that is very intrusive on an energetic level. Be careful to not spend too much time alone, you just may end up a hermit. You're not very emotional, or at least you have a difficult time understanding your own emotions, and even more of a difficult time expressing them. In fact, you view most emotional people as being silly and very random. You take a much more analytical approach to things. It's important for you to always search out a perfect balance between your heart and your mind. Your mind seems to be very fixed and stubborn. Your mind can convince you to be cold-hearted and cynical, and this is when you need to hand everything over to your heart. The key to life is learning to share your feelings, trust in others, and try to not to be so mental about everything. Since you were born under the astrological sign of Virgo, you can be observant, dedicated, sympathetic, creative, organized, reliable, analytical, kind, sensual, witty, efficient, charming, helpful, thoughtful, industrious, compassionate and sexy, but you can also be bitchy, overcritical, anal retentive, fussy, always complaining, always worrying, indecisive, pedantic, obsessive compulsive, demanding and argumentative. Here are some suggestions on how you can bring positive change into your life. Don't be so critical, be proactive, let go of control, let go and let God. Look for the good in everything, admit when you're wrong, don't complain, don't worry, find perfection in imperfections. For God's sake, don't react, make a bloody decision and stick to it, and most importantly, learn to love yourself and others unconditionally.